Hi everybody, and welcome to today's tutorial. Please ignore my eyes because something's going on with this eye and I don't know what's happening. I feel like I have to hold it open. I don't know if I'm having a stroke. I don't know what's happening. But let's just roll the intro on this base contour and all this jazz, and let's go. And my lips are not fully healed yet. Like, I still have some bumpies, okay? And film anyways because I ain't got time for all this nonsense to, you know, keep waiting. Anyways, so I'm gonna talk today a little bit about my skin journey, if you want to call that. I did like a Kylie skin challenge and I love the vitamin C and E foaming face wash. Like, it was great. Like, I feel like it really targets breakouts and it really does help to minimize, you know, a lot of things, and it really does tighten the skin. So I really did like that. But the moisturizer wasn't really doing anything for my skin. It wasn't preventing like any breakouts. So I ended up switching back to Tatcha. Is the Dewy Skin Cream. Oh, it's so hot in here. If you don't know who Tatcha is a Japanese-based skincare line. Their line is in Sephora. They also have their own website, of course, like everyone. But the Dewy Skin Cream line is my favorite. So this says anti-hydrating and anti-aging, replenishing Japanese purple rice for dry skin. Anti-aging factors in this product works so good. Like, I use that with the Saturday Skin Freeze Frame and I really do like the combo together. Like, I feel like I don't see that line on my forehead anymore. I also try not to raise my eyebrows as much anymore. Just noticed my skin looks a lot more like plump, and when I was younger I was like, plump? Who needs their skin to look plump? Like, I ain't trying to look fat, but plump meaning like it smooths out those wrinkles, because when your skin is dry it kind of like sinks in. You get like these weird lines. Like, it's crazy to think about, but plumping the skin helps with wrinkles. Plump skin also equals hydrated skin, so we love that. I have heard that Tatcha has like essential oils in it and stuff. I personally have never had any bad reactions with this line or this product, period. I look forward to buying more products from the Dewy Skin line, like this, the arm stick I really want, and I do use the Dewy Luminous Skin masks as well. Like, I buy those on the regular. It's my skin so much, and my skin has been clearing up. Like, I have a few left of the pimples here. It's so cute. Like, the packaging is super like elegant and soft. I just love it. It comes with this little spatula here on top that just makes it easier, especially like if you have nails and stuff like that, you're just not dipping your fingers in. It also helps prevent cross contamination. Also, if you don't have clean hands and you dip your finger into a jar of product, you just contaminated your entire jar. Dun dun dun! Really is important to not cross-contaminate, especially if you do like a serum before and you're like massaging your face, you know. You go and swirl your finger around in here. Also do use the Tatcha Dewy Cream on my hands, meaning like after I've, you know, put all my moisturizer on my face, the leftover, because this is so moisturizing, you don't need a lot, I just put the excess on my hands. I noticed another thing with breakouts, at least for me personally, is that I notice I break out more the more I exfoliate. So I only exfoliate when I really need to, and they say to exfoliate your skin like 1 or 2 times a week, but I haven't been wearing makeup, so I feel like that's not necessary. I just double cleanse my face with a foam cleanser or shampoo, whatever you got at this point. But that's about it. And of course, your sunscreen. You have to be wearing sunscreen. Here in Houston, there is a heat advisory for 110 degrees in the direct sun. That's not good. So I'm gonna put this on last. So I put it on my T-zone area and under my eyes. I mean, just look at all these sunspots. Do I need to tell you why I put my sunscreen here? Careful with this one, you guys, because the last time I used this in my video, I got sunscreen in my eyes last time and it burns, okay? Just be careful. I turned down the brightness in the back because I was like, that is like really white. You can't even like see my products. So yeah, that's my little skincare moment. We're gonna go into contour. When it comes to contouring, okay, depends on your face shape. You got oval, you have round, you have like a heart shape face, you got square, you got everything. Best advice is to Google face charts of different face shapes and contouring. They will give you like a drawing of like a heart face shape and everything, and it will show you how it's supposed to contour. That is literally how we learned in cosmetology school, and it is 100% accurate. Put a photo here. See? So, I'll be contouring my face, but please do look at those face charts because it is important for your face shape to know how to contour. Do my contouring like heavily underneath my foundation, and then I use bronzer after foundation to emphasize what I did underneath. That's my technique. Take my MAC palette that looks destroyed. And I'm gonna go in with these two dark shades here. This is NC50 and this is NC42. Let's go in here and I scrape it out using my MAC spatula. It's like 10 bucks. And I scrape this out here. Put it on the back of my hand. I'll scrape out the other one and put it right next to it. Whoop. Take this Morphe brush. It's a pretty like large fluff brush, and my hand is so white I had to use the back of my hand. How sad is that? Anyways, so this large fluff brush, I love using this one for like little blend out moments, you know, like this, with the dark shade here first. To swirl it around on my hand first to kind of like warm it up and get it loose, you know. My cheek indentation right here. So I'm gonna go right below that. Down the sides of my nose here. To do underneath. And my forehead, I like to just go around and make myself look tan, and I connect it on the side. I'm doing kind of like this motion here where I'm making like swirling movements on the sides. My jawline, I like to just emphasize and make a little bit more square, and then I like to kind of like cut off these edges here, go over it like this, literally cutting this off. So it kind of minimizes it a little bit. So it kind of minimizes it a little bit. Look at this other shade here. I need a mirror for this. And place the bronzer like on top, right above my cheek indentation. Crazy. Take my Born to Glow concealer in the light shade, which is light ivory. Here. my e.l.f. Beauty Blender. I'm gonna blend out the concealer first. People are sitting here going, oh my god, that's too much, but think about how much primer you put on. People slather on that primer, and I honestly don't like primer unless it's skincare, so that is no different than going in and putting this on instead of primer. And I give this area a little bit more fullness. I'm actually gonna bring my concealer all the way out here. So now I'm gonna take my beauty blender and kind of just like dab over this area. So now that I have kind of a fresh canvas, what I'm going to do is just lightly dust over my face with my MAC Light Plus in the Studio Fix Perfecting Powder. Lightly just kind of dust over everything. The nice little pat. Okay, so I'm going to go in and use my LC Micro Silk Foundation in the shade Sand. And we're just going to blend this in as normal. Next is concealer and then primer for the eyelids. So I'm gonna go in with the Dior Forever Skin Corrector. Love how big the applicator is, like it just makes it a lot easier. So right here. As far as application and placement, everything's going to be the same for you. The only difference really would be of how much you put on. So you might just have to like dab this across, but I have severe circles that I'm trying to get rid of and like this line here. So that's me. So everything take it with a grain of salt. A clean side of my sponge here. I'm gonna start to blend all this out and patting very softly and moving across. You don't want to pat too hard because we want to keep the concealer in place. We don't want to move the concealer to where it's like all the way down here, okay? So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so now going back in with the bronzing shade, I'm gonna go and just kind of revisit my bronzing areas and just like melt the two together. Next we have the primer, and you can use whatever primer you currently have, whether it be like the P. Louise one that I have. No! Look! I'm gonna use a flat concealer brush. just blend these edges out. I'm gonna add some cream blush, and mainly because I just got it from the Sephora birthday gift thing, you know, and cheek in the shade Work. So here's my e.l.f. sponge to blend it in. Just lightly tapping. I'm going to set with the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Setting Powder in the shade Cupcake. Give this a good shake. Dab a little in here. I'm gonna brush these crusty eyebrows. So next she has like this really rosy pinky shade of blush. Cover Fix Bronzing Duo. I'm gonna dab in both of them. I'm going to go straight across. It's really important to see how someone else bronzes and contours their models' faces. The reason is because normally you see, I'm going to show you a prime example. In this picture, she has very smooth underneath here. It's very bright all the way across here. So you don't want to muddle any of this underneath here. So you're gonna keep it lower than you would. So like here's my cheek indentation. So I place it just below there. And it gives you this illuminate effect. And then you just like barely bronze around the hairline. So now, this tapered brush, fluff brush. I don't like that brush, so I'm switching it for this one. And with Spirit from the Morphe Blush Trio. You kind of buff this a little bit. Retouch this here. Take that brush again. Lightly smooth everything out. Lightly dust this away. Alright, so I'm gonna fix my hair and I'm gonna be right back. Okay, so I'm back and this is the hair. You know, all I did was section it right behind my ear and I pull it up real tight with a brush like this. And you know, and what I do is I brush it out. Kind of like expand the hair. Then I go in here and I tease it underneath and spread this out. and you are pretty much picture ready. So this is the final look, everybody, and basically, you know, just trying. I definitely would wear this every day, anywhere, anytime. I hope you guys really enjoyed this tutorial today, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye!